All right, back here once again. Race Fan Media at Brownstown Speedway. Tonight on tap, we got the Slicker Graphics Super Late Model Series. Heat race number 1 line's going to go like this. In run number 1, it's going to be the 76 of Shelby Miles. On the outside is going to be the 4 of Cody Mahoney. And run number 2 is going to be the 13W of David Webb. And on the outside is going to be the 14M of Willie Madison. And run number 3, it's going to be the 3 of 23K of Keegan Cox. On the outside is going to be the 8M of Matt Guilford. And run number 4 was the 3Z of Zach Burton. Green flag has dropped for heat race number 1 of the Slicker Graphics Super Late Models. Now in front it's going to be the 76 of Shelby Miles. Oh boy. Shelby Miles going for a little bit of ride there on the back stretch. That's going to bring out a caution flag here. But it's also going to push the 4 of Cody Mahoney up into the lead. Not sure what happened there to the 76.
That will put the 13W of David Webb now to the pole, I believe. I beg your pardon, everybody didn't score then first lap. We'll have Delaware double file. We started 1 lap before 7 again. Cody Mahoney will lead the Delaware double file. Restart David Webb with lane choice.
All right, David Webb will get lane choice here. Cody Mahoney out on front. David Webb on the 13W.
Field will be shown 1 degree at the flag stand. 1 lap scored, 7 to go. Again, everyone transfers to tonight's feature event for the Super Late Model.
Everyone transfers tonight to the Slicker Graphics Super Late Model feature here at Brownstown Speedway. Cody Mahoney out in front. David Webb. Willie Madison. Keegan Cox. Matt Guilford, Zach Burton, and Shelby Miles. That's how we're racking and stacking right now. And the race is back on here. Heat race number 1 for the Slicker Graphics Super Late Model Series. And it's going to be the 4 of Cody Mahoney pushing out front. David Webb looking on the bottom. Keegan Cox still running fourth. Cody Mahoney out in front. David Webb in second. Shelby Miles had to refire from the rear. Still in the back of the pack is the 76 of Shelby Miles. Looking to get around the 3Z. Zach Burton, 8 laps. Started this thing out. We're 3 laps down, 5 to go. $13W at David Webb still pushing second place. Now the 14M of Willie Madison. Gotta be running third. '76 machine as Shelby Miles looking on the inside of the 23K of Keegan Cox. 2 laps left to go for Cody Mahoney. Coming around turns 3 and 4. White flag in the air for Cody Mahoney and the number 4 machine. David Webb still in second. Willie Madison third. Shelby Miles now pushed up to 4th. And the 76 machine. But it's all over because it's going to be Cody Mahoney and the number 4 machine in heat race number 1. Second place going to go to the 13W of David Webb. Third, the 14 of Willie Madison. Fourth, the 76 machine of Shelby Miles. And fifth, the 23K of Keegan Cox. All right, that does it for heat race number 1 here. Heat race number 2 going to be rolling out into the track.
Heat race number 2 lineup like this. The Bloomington, Indiana driver in the Baumgartner Auto and Truck Repair Infinity Solutions.
All right, super late model here. Super late model heat number 2. Gonna line up like this. It's gonna be the 29J of Jordan Weaver on the inside, and run number 1. And on the outside, it's gonna be the 22 of Matt Bonek. And run number 2 is gonna be the 11T of Tyler Collins. On the outside, it's gonna be the 14W of Quentin White. And run number 3 is going to be the 41 of Casey White. And the outside is going to be the 19 of Marty O'Neill. And run number 4 is going to be the 12R of Robert Rainey. Heat race number 2. We'll line up like that. Jordan Weaver gonna push it out from Matt Bonek in the 22 machine. Gonna roll in second. Matt Bonek gonna be battling with Jordan Weaver here in turns 3 and 4. He's still looking for a way around. (29J) of Jordan Weaver still gonna be leading this race. 22 of Matt Bonek gonna be in second place. Tyler Collins in the 11T machine running third right now. Casey White in the 14 going to be running fourth. In fifth and 19 on Marty O'Neill. Excuse me, that is Quentin White and the 14W. And Marty O'Neill looking on the bottom of Quentin White. Marty O'Neill looking for the fourth position. Coming out of turns 1 and 2. We about got 2 laps left to go. Coming around 2 laps left to go for the 29J of Jordan Weaver, your race leader. Now turns 3 and 4. It's going to be white flag. 1 lap to go for Jordan Weaver. Matt Bonek. Tyler Collins in the 11T. Your top 3 right now in the heat race number 2. And heat race number 2 winner, it's going to be the 29J of Jordan Weaver. Behind him is going to be the 22 of Matt Bonek, the 11T of Tyler Collins running in third. In fourth, it's going to be the 19 Marty O'Neill, and the 12R of Robert Rainey in fifth. 6th and 7th going to belong to Quentin White and Casey White. And the 14 and the 41. All right, heat race number 3 going to roll out for your Slicker Graphics Super Late Model Series. On the inside, it's going to be the 32 of Chad Stapleton. And run number 1, the 1G of Devin Gilpin on the outside. And run number 2 is going to be the 24 of Jared Bailey. On the outside, it's going to be the 48J of Jug Wethington. And run number 3, it's going to be the 56 of Ron Moon. And on the outside, it's going to be the 97 of Mike Bichelli. Stapleton, Gilpin, Bailey, and Wethington. Your top 4. Starting heat race number 3 off. Coming in the turns 3 and 4. It's going to be green flag. Here we go. Chad Stapleton, Devin Gilpin. Jared Bailey. Here comes Jug Wethington on the bottom of Bailey. Chad Stapleton pushing out front. He's leading the show right now. Jug Wethington on the inside of Jared Bailey. Looking to get around. Doesn't get him there. 56 of Ron Moon, a run behind Wethington right now. That's your 5th place right now. 56 of Ron Moon. Devin Gilpin Chad Stapleton still racing at the top of the pack. That's Edinburgh's own 32, Total Chaos, Chad Stapleton. And Columbus, Indiana's Devin Gilpin as he goes off the track for a little bit there. That's going to cost him some momentum. Total Chaos, Chad Stapleton, though. He's been running strong. Mike Bichelli, he's going to come off the track into the infield. White flag in, or excuse me, 2 laps left to go for the 32 of Chad Stapleton, but we got the car around. It's going to be the 56 of Ron Moon. That'll bring out our first caution here. So we'll stay 3 laps left to go. 5 down. Heat race number 3. Gilpin on the inside, the 32. Chad Stapleton out in front. 24, Jared Bailey. Going to be lined up next to Gilpin. 56 and the 48 in the back. That's going to be Ron Moon and Jug Weddington. Mike Bichelli pulled off into the infield. So here we come back around. It's going to be green flag in the air for the 32 of Chad Stapleton. Now Jared Bailey on the inside of Devin Gilpin. Knocks him off the track there, off the pace. And now it's going to be Jared Bailey out in second with 2 laps left to go. Devin Gilpin all the way in the back of the pack here. Coming around turns 3 and 4. It's going to be the 32 picking up the white flag. With the 24, Jared Bailey. The 56 of Ron Moon. Now running third. The 1G, Devin Gilpin, going to get around the 48J of Jug Wellington. But he raced number 3, number 1. He raced 3, whether it's going to be the 32 of Chad Stapleton. The 24, Jared Bailey, going to finish out in second. And third, the 56 of Ron Moon. And fourth, the 1G of Devin Gilpin. And then fifth, the 48J of Jug Weathington. He race number 3 and over with, and now the books. We'll be back with the Hornet Heats here in a minute. Name off a few people here that'll be in that heat race. We've got James Simmons, Landon Hayes, Marshall Claycamp, Jeremiah Shelton, Eli Crockett, Josh Arthur, Matthew Christian, Jeremy Ogle, and Matt Miller. That's heat race number 1 for the Hornets. Coming up next here on Race Fan Media. All right, back here with the Hornets. Heat race number 1. Line's going to go like this. And run number 1, it's going to be the 87 of James Simmons. On the outside, it's going to be the 2J of Josh Arthur. And run number 2, it's going to be the 62 of Landon Hayes. On the outside, it's going to be the 76 of Matthew Christian. And run number 3, it's going to be the 32 of Marshall Claycamp. On the outside, it's going to be the 78 of Jeremy Ogle. And run number 4, it's going to be the 65 of Jeremiah Shelton. And on the outside, it's going to be the 14 of Matt Miller. And run number 5 is going to be the 2 of Eli Crockett. 8 laps of distance, top 6 to the feature here. Green flag out for your Hornets. Heat race number 1. They pushing out front. Gonna be the 78. Jeremy Ogle. And behind him is going to be the 87 now of James Simmons. Jeremy Ogle, James Simmons. And third place is going to be the 2J, Josh Arthur. Here comes James Simmons looking on the inside of Jeremy Ogle. Still searching in turns 3 and 4 here. James Simmons looking on the inside of Jeremy Ogle. Still can't get him. Caution flag is out. Looking like that might have been the 32 Marshall Clay Camp. Coming back to green, Jeremy Ogle. Back out in front. The 78 machine of Jeremy Ogle still out in front. Well, got some contact between the 76 machine and not sure what other car that is. I couldn't see the number from where I'm at. 62, 76, 62, rubbing a little bit there. Team M, Matt Miller looked like he's starting to have some trouble. Still holding strong as your third position, 14M of Matt Miller. Oh boy, got a car coming down to a slowdown here. Checker flag out. Jeremy Ogle will take it with the 87 of James Simmons behind. And third, the 2J, Josh Arthur. Fourth, the 14M of Matt Miller. And in fifth, going to be the 76 of Matthew Christian. Here he comes. It's going to be Jeremy Ogle in the 78 machine taking the win here. Fifth place going to the 76 of Matthew Christian. Fourth, the 14M of Matt Miller. The 2J, Josh Arthur. And second place is going to be the 87 of James Simmons. Here, race number 2, going to roll out onto the track for your Hornets. Lineup's going to go like this for your Hornets. It's going to be the 20 of Michael Brewer in run number 1, and the inside on the outside is going to be the 85S of Scott Smith. And run number 2, it's going to be the 21B of Tyler Blythe. And on the outside, it's going to be the 13 of Levi Hayes. And run number 3 is going to be the 5-3-1 of Preston Wrighthouse. And on the outside, it's going to be the 89F of Philip Fields. And run number 4 is going to be the 72 of Jeremy Shimwell. And on the outside, it's going to be the 19E of Corey Estes. And run number 5 is going to be the 19G of Donald Griffin. A laps of distance here once again for the Hornet Heat race number 2. And one car going to come to a stop in turn number 4 here. Going to bring back out the caution flag. No laps scored. Be a restart. So we'll be right back once they get things rolling here. laps left to go. Michael Brewer, Scott Smith, Jeremy Shimwell. Your top three coming around for 2 laps left to go here. Brownstown Speedway, heat race number 2 of your Hornets. 20 of Michael Brewer, Scott Smith, Jeremy Shimwell. Michael Brewer coming around turns 3 and 4 up in the air. It's going to be white flag, 1 lap left to go. There's the 85S of Scott Smith, 72 of Jeremy Shimwell. And who else could it be here at Brownstown Speedway? It's going to be the 20 of Michael Brewer. And the Hornet heat race number 2 going to be your winner here, with 85S of Scott Smith running second and third. The 72 of Jeremy Shimwell. Got a tire off a car here. It's going to be from the 21B of Tyler Blythe. Race is over, of course, but trying to get this thing to focus. Well, it's getting confused by chain fence, but up there, gonna be the tire from the 21B of Tyler Blythe, sitting up here on the banking. Oh, and here he is right now driving, well, tireless. So, all right, and the third and final heat race for the Hornets tonight. Gonna go like this, and the inside's gonna be the 666 of Trent Sutton on the inside. On the outside, it's gonna be the 29 of Skylar Ashley. And run number 2, it's gonna be the 56H of Josh Hallett. And the outside, it's gonna be the 5B of Brian Pollitt. And run number 3, it's gonna be the 38 of Blake Durbin. And on the outside, it's gonna be the 56 JR, Jason Shelton. And run number 4, it's going to be the K9 of Todd Dassenbrock. And on the outside, it's going to be the 17 of Corey Cox. Here we are, heat race number 3 underway. All right, coming out, it's going to be the 29 machine. Skylar Ashley out in front. And out and behind, it looks like that's going to be the 38 of Blake Durbin. And it will be. And the 5B of Brian Pollitt running third. Looking on the inside of the Durbin is the 5B of Brian Pollitt. Skylar Ashley out in front and the 29 machine. Coming in turns 3 and 4. Almost 3 wide there. Going to be the 29 machine. Blake Durbin side by side. Brian Pollitt with Blake Durbin running side by side down the racetrack as they come in the turns 3 and 4. They almost make it 3 wide once more again here in the turns 3 and 4. 3 wide on the front stretch. Gonna go out in front. It's gonna be the 5B of Brian Pollitt 29 of Skylar Ashley gonna pull off the track. Five B of Brian Paula down in front now with, oh wow, we got a lot of cars leaving the track. Now we're down to 4 cars. We got the 5B Brian Paula, the 38 of Blake Durbin, the 666 of Trent Sutton. And the 56 JR Jason Shelton. We lost quite a bit there. White flag in the air for Brian Paula and Blake Durbin. And coming around turns 3 and 4, it's gonna be the 5B of Brian Paulett, 38 of Blake Durbin gonna come in second. And the 666 of Trent Sutton, and the AR of Jason Shelton.
And there is your winner out of
That'll
North
be the
Indiana.
end of all of our heat races here on Race Fan Media. We'll be back with the Super Graphics Super Late Models. We'll be back with the the Slicker Graphics Super Late Model Series feature. Alrighty, Race Fan Media, we are back. Here at Brownstown Speedway for some Saturday night racing action here on April 27th. And there it is. The official Brownstown Speedway truck all lit up on the racetrack. That can only mean one thing. It is a main feature racing time. And kicking off the features today will be the Slicker Graphics Super Late Model Series here at Brownstown Speedway. "25 laps to distance here. And what a lot of cars we got out here on the track. Enough for 10 rows. With all that being said, here's your lineup. In row number 1, in the number 4 car, it's going to be Cody Mahoney. And on the outside, it's going to be the 29J of Jordan Weaver. In row number 2, it's going to be the 32 of Total Chaos, Chad Stapleton. And on the outside, it's going to be the 13W of David Webb. In row number 3, it's going to be the 22 of Matt Bonek. And on the outside, it's going to be the 24, that is Jared Bailey. In run number 4, it's going to be the 14M of Willie Madison. And on the outside, it's going to be the 11T of Tyler Collins. In row number 5, it's going to be the 56 of Ron Moon. And on the outside, it's going to be the 76 of Shelby Miles. In row number 6, it's going to be the 19 of Marty O'Neill. And on the outside, it's going to be the 1G of Devin Gilpin. And run number 7, it's going to be the 23K of Keegan Cox. And on the outside, it's going to be the 12 of Robert Rainey. And run number 8, it's going to be the 48J of Doug Weddington. And on the outside, it's going to be the 8M of Matt Gifford. And then run number 9 is going to be the 14W of Quentin White. And on the outside, it's going to be the 97 of Mike Pichelli. And run number 10, Zach Burton and Casey White. Green flag out. Here we go. Looking at the top here for the racing action. Cody Mahoney, Chad Stapleton on the bottom. Chad Stapleton looking to get around the number 4 of Cody Mahoney. He's going to do it. He's going to pick up the lead here. Chad Stapleton, David Webb in behind, taking over second place. David Webb in second place. Cody Mahoney now in third. Jordan Weaver in fourth. Jared Bailey in fifth. Matt Bonek running 676 of Shelby Miles running 7th. Whoa! Got a lot of cars there kind of piled up there for a minute. 56 to Ron Moon and the 19 Marty O'Neill definitely going to be involved in that. Brings out the first caution here in the Slicker Graphics Super Late Model Series feature. They're going to rack them and stack them once more again. With 22 laps left to go, 3 down. Cody Mahoney, Chad Stapleton out on top. David Webb, Jordan Weaver, Jared Bailey, Matt Bodek, Shelby Miles, Tyler Collins, Devin Gilpin, Marty O'Neill. Gonna be the Delaware Devils restart. Double file restart. With the 32 of Chad Stapleton out in front. Looking like we'll lose the 23K of Keegan Cox as he goes back to the pits. 32 with Chad Stapleton out front. David Webb in second. Cody Mahoney in third. Jordan Weaver pulling fourth. Jared Bailey fifth. Shelby Miles sixth. Matt Bonek seventh. Tyler Collins eighth. And Devin Gilpin ninth. Your top 9 right now up at the front of the pack. So you come around turns 3 and 4, looking for the 1 to go signal here from the flag stand. They will get it. .32 machine of Chad Stapleton. See if he can hold on to the lead here. Got a lot of the tough drivers in behind. Coming out of turns 3 and 4, they will fire. Here we go. 32, Chad Stapleton gonna take the green. Jordan Weaver now looking on the bottom. He's gonna get second out of David Webb. And David Webb back on the top side for second place. And David Webb's got him beat. Back again. Shelby Miles coming in out of nowhere for the 3rd position. Cody Mahoney, he's still looking, still searching. As the 13W of David Webb looking on the inside of Chad Stapleton. Not going to be able to get there. 76 of Shelby Miles, now looking on the inside of David Webb. As the 32, Chad Stapleton still remains your race leader with 18 laps left to go. The 1G of Devin Gilpin. He's going to be running fifth. Jordan Weaver in fourth. Shelby Miles third. David Webb second. And the 32 is all but gone as he gets in the lap traffic here of Chad Stapleton. .29J of Jordan Weaver pulling in behind. Mike Baselli back into the infield in the 97. Shelby Miles still holding strong, but here comes the 29J, Jordan Weaver. And the 1G, Devin Gilpin, all looking around to get around that 76 machine. .32 of Chad Stapleton still out in front. As they all get in the lap traffic now, the 1G is around the 76 of Shelby Miles. One G now running third. He's looking on the bottom of the 13W of David Webb as they fight through lap traffic here. 1G is Devin Gilpin. The gap starting to get closed on the 32 of Chad Stapleton. Devin Gilpin, David Webb going to run the high side. Got a car spinning out down there into the infield. And it looks like, not sure if that's going to bring out a caution or not. Doesn't look like it at the moment. 32 of Chad Stapleton. There's the 3Z. Zach Burton is part of the lap traffic there. 1G of Devin Gilpin. They get around. 1G of Devin Gilpin now looking on the inside and heading up to the high side of the 13W of David Webb. Caution out. Caution out for the 56, it looks like, of Ron Moon. What some racing right there between the 13W, the 1G of Devin Gilpin, the 76 of Shelby Miles, the 32 of Chad Stapleton just keeping it out in front. Jordan Weaver, can't leave out Jordan Weaver either. Cody Mahoney. We have the car, 56 car of Ron Moon spinning out here in turns 1 and 2. Now I'll bring out the caution here. Be our second caution here in the Slicker Graphics Super Late Model Series. 7 laps left to go. And some stellar racing being done up front. So David Webb holding on strong. The 1G Devin Gilpin, this could be his shot. Could be the 1G Devin Gilpin's shot to get around the 13W here on this caution. But you also got to look at this. You got the 76 of Shelby Miles and the 29J of Jordan Weaver all back there. And they are on the hunt. And the 41 of Casey White will be pushed off the track here. That was the car that spun into the infield. Devin Gilpin here. We got 1 to go. Lights out. Green flag back out. Here we go. There comes the 29J. Jordan Weaver 3 wide on the back stretch. And the turns 3 and 4, 3 wide once again. The 1G, he's around. Now it's between the 1G and the 32 machine. 1G is on the hunt. That is Devin Gilpin, Chad Stapleton, your race leader. Here they come. Are we about to have another leader change in this race? It's getting close to the wire. 4 laps left to go. Devin Gilpin following hot in pursuit of the 32 of Chad Stapleton. David Webb, Jordan Weaver, they all following behind with Matt Bonek running fourth or fifth. 2 laps left to go. If it's going to be the time for the 1G machine, he better get a move on now. The 32, Chad Stapleton, looking on the bottom. It's going to be the 1G and the 32. Kind of dipped over the bank. White flag in the air for the 32 of Chad Stapleton. Coming out turns 3 and 4. It's going to be the 32. Total Chaos out of Edinburgh, Indiana. Total Chaos, Chad Stapleton. Your feature winner tonight. What a race. And Columbus's own 1G Devin Gilpin will take out the second place. And third will be the 13W of David Webb. And fourth, the 29J of Jordan Weaver. And then fifth will be the 22 of Matt Bonek. But for tonight, here he comes to get him off the track. It's going to be the 3-2 machine of Chad Stapleton. And we'll be back with your Super Stock feature here on Race Fan Media. Alrighty, back here with another feature. This time it's going to be the Pewter Hall Super Stocks. Brownstown Speedway official pace track out there with the lights all on it. Ready to lead the pack here. We got several Super Stocks out here. Here comes the lineup right now. It's going to be in run number 1, the 79S. That's going to be Zach Sasser. On the outside, it's going to be the 23 of Blake Hall. In run number 2, it's going to be the 2 of Rick Gum. And on the outside, it's going to be the 98 of Trent Adams. In run number 3, it's going to be the 27 of Greg Emick. And on the outside, it's going to be the 71 of Tucker Chastain. And run number 4, it's going to be the 14E of Dustin Petro. And on the outside, it's going to be the 36 of Dustin Carr. And run number 5, it's going to be the 12 of Trey Chastain. On the outside, it's going to be the 55X of Sam Lee. And run number 6 is going to be the 11S of Isaiah Sasser. And run number 6 on the outside, it's going to be the 53C of Skylar Cohey. And row number 7 is going to be the 95H of JT Huffman. And on the outside, it's going to be the 49 of Jack Roberts. And row number 8, it's going to be the 22 of Jenna Bonek. On the outside, it's going to be the 88 of Marty Cooper. And row number 9, it's going to be the H0 of Lee Hobbs. And on the outside, it's going to be the 8 of Colton Sullivan. It's 20 laps of distance for the Pure Hall Super Stocks feature. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Pushing out front is going to be the 79 of Zach Sasser with Blake Hall riding the top side. Looking to get around the 79. Here comes the 2 machine of Rick Gum. The 0027 of Greg Emick. He won here about 2 weekends ago, April 13th. It's still going to be the 79S of Zach Sasser out front. Blake Hall looking on the top side, looking for the lead here. And he ain't going to get it there. Still on the hunt. Rick Gum running third. Greg Emick running fourth. Zach Sasser out in front. Blake Hall still running the top side. Still looking to get around the 79S. Caution on the flag. Or Caution flag on the track. That sounds a little bit better. It's going to be the 53C of Skylar Cohey. Turn around here in turns 1 and 2. Bringing out the first caution here with 4 laps scored, 16 left to go. So right now we got the 79S of Zach Sasser running first, the 23 of Blake Hall running second, and third, the 2 of Rick Greg Amick running fourth, and the 98 of Trent Adams running fifth. Currently, as they give Skylar Cohey a push here in the 53C machine. All in all, not bad racing. Blake Hall driving, or Blake Hall choosing the bottom line. Below the 2 of Rick 79 Zach Sasser out in front. We are lights out, about to go back to green as they come down the backstretch, going into turns 3 and 4. And coming out turns 3 and 4, it's back to green flag racing. Here we go. Greg Amick now in the second position over Blake Hall, now running third. Blake Hall back on the top side. Greg Amick still going to keep second here. Trent Adams running fourth. Looking on the bottom, Rick Gum also looking on the top side as he's running fifth. Contact in between Rick Gum and the 3 car. Caution now, caution now. Rick Gum coming to a stop up here on the backstretch, entering into turns 3 and 4. Gonna fire from the tail.
Top 5. Left to get top 10. Tucker Chastain, Dustin Carr.
Move Trey Chastain up into the top 5, with the 98 of Trent Adams being fourth, the 23 of Blake Hall in third, in second the 0027 of Greg Amick, and the 79S of Zach Sasser leading the pack. Rick gonna take it back to the pits. They're gonna rack him and stack him. Here's some Brownstown points in the meantime for the Slicker Graphics Super Late Model Series. In first place is the 28 of Dennis Erb Jr. with 185 points. That's before tonight's race gets put in. The second place is going to belong to the 12 of Jason Jameson with 178. And then the 96 of Tanner English with 173 running third. Moving over to your P3 Graphics Indiana Pro Late Model Series. In first place right now is the 5C of Tyler King with 370 points. And second is going to be the 148 of Brent Lee with 334 points. And third is going to be the 20 of Tyler Nillen with 332 points. Pier Hall Super Stocks right now shaping up like this. And first is the 71 of Tucker Chastain with 533. And second, the 11S of Isaiah Sasser with 521. And in third place right now is 0027 of Greg Emick with 511. Your Crossroads Truck Equipment your stocks points look like this. Right now is the 7T of Josh Turner in first with 544 points. And second, the 20M of Brent McMillan with 535 points. And the third place position belonging to the 14S of Keaton Strevel with 485 points. Over to your Hornet division here at Brownstown Speedway. And first place is the 72 of Jeremy Shemwell with 353 points. And second, the 78 of Jeremy Ogle with 346. And in third, the 20 of Michael Brewer with 326 points. Over in your Crown Vic division, it's the 907 of Dustin Cross leading the pack with 520 points. And second is the 9Y of Chris Young with 506. And third is the 04 of Todd Kane with 479. That is up tonight for your Brownstown Speedway points as we go back to Green Flag Racing. Zach Sasser still out in front, but Greg Emick looking on the top side. The 12 machine. 3 wide on the backstretch. It's going to go to the double 027 of Greg Emick. As they still racing strong there on the turns 2. Caution back out for another car spun around here. And Jenna Bonek also spinning around. And the turns 3 and 4. See who this car is, but that 12 machine down there coming up to the pack. That is Trey Chastain, who's now running second. Zach Sasser now in third. Blake Hall in fourth. And the 11 machine of Isaiah Sasser running fifth. And that was Trent Adams that spun around here in the turns 1 and 2. Colton Sullivan from the tail up to 7th position in the 8 car. An impressive move up. Trent Adams will fire from the tail with Jenna Bonek. Greg Emick will start this thing off again in the restart. Trey Chastain, Zach Sasser, Greg Emick, Isaiah Sasser, Blake Cole. Your leaders up in the front. Coming around, it's back to Green Flag Racing. Greg Emick still going to stay out in front here. But Trey Chastain's going to ride the bottom. Looking in front of Greg Emick is Trey Chastain in the 12 machine. He's running the bottom. He's going to get him there. 12 of Trey Chastain, your new leader. 3 leader changes in this race. All right, we're going to have a caution flag back out once again. Cars spinning around here. Jenna Bonek, it looks like Trent Adams in the 98. And I'm not sure who the third car was. I do believe that is Trent Adams' second, so we'll see what happens here. But he might be going back to the pits and hanging it up tonight. But we'll see what happens here. on that 98 machine of Trent Adams. So what about that 3 leader changes in this race tonight for the Pure Hall Super Stocks? We went from Zach Sasser to Greg Amick and now to Trey Chastain.
Marty Cooper.
10 laps left to go. 10 laps in the history books as we go lights out. Coming out of 3 and 4, green flag back up in the air. Trey Chastain. Still leading it strong right here. 79 itching to get back into the lead, but so is the 71 of Tucker Chastain. Tucker Chastain. Zach Sasser battling for that second position as Trey Chastain leads them all. Tucker Chastain around the 79S as Zach Sasser. And what else could be more perfect than to have the brothers be the top 4 of the Super Stock Series? Because now we have Trey Chastain, Tucker Chastain, Isaiah Sasser, and Zach Sasser, your top 4. We'll lose the 14E machine. He's going back to the pits. Back here on the track, excitement. We've had 3 leader changes. Now we've got the Sassers and the Chastains. And oh boy, this has been a fun race. Three laps left to go. Coming around. Now going to be the 71 of Tucker Chastain, our 4th leader change in this race for the Pure Hall Super Stocks. White flag in the air for Tucker Chastain. And coming out of turns 3 and 4. The 4th leader of the race. It's going to be the 71 of Tucker Chastain. And behind him is going to be the 12 of Trey Chastain. And 3rd, it's going to be the 11 of Isaiah Sasser. Zach Sasser running 4th. And in 5th, the 0027 of Greg Amick. Another exciting race here at Brownstown Speedway. What a race indeed for the Super Stocks. Up next here on Race Fan Media, it will be the Hornets feature. Coming up here next. Alrighty, our last and final feature here on Race Fan Media tonight here on April 27th of 2024. It's going to be the Hornet feature. Lap's going to go like this. In run number 1, it's going to be the 78 of Jeremy Ogle. On the outside, it's going to be the 20 of Michael Brewer. And run number 2, it's going to be the 5B of Brian Pollitt. On the outside, it's going to be the 87 of James Simmons. And run number 3, it's going to be the 85S of Scott Smith. And on the outside, it's going to be the 38 of Blake Durbin. And run number 4, it's going to be the 2J of Josh Arthur. And on the outside, it's going to be the 72 of Jeremy Shimwell. And run number 5, it's going to be the 666 of Trent Sutton. And on the outside, it's going to be the 14M of Matt Miller. And run number 6 is going to be the 531 of Preston Wrighthouse. On the outside, it's going to be the 56 JR of Jason Shelton. And run number 7 is going to be the 76 of Matthew Christian. On the outside, it's going to be the 21B of Tyler Blythe. And run number 8 is going to be the 29 of Skylar Ashley. On the outside, it's going to be the 62 of Landon Hayes. And run number 9 is going to be the 56H of Corey Estes. And on the outside, it's going to be the K9 of Todd Dashenbrook. And run number 10 is going to be the 32 of Marshall Claycamp. And the 13 of Levi Hayes on the outside. Green flag gets dropped. Here we go. Michael Brewer going to push out front. Jeremy Ogle going to keep it in second. Michael Burris down front. Jeremy Ogle in second. 5B of Brian Pollitt. The 85S of Scott Smith running in fourth. And the 87 of James Simmons running in fifth right now. That's your top 5. Jeremy Schimmel, Tyler Blythe. They'll pick up 6th and 7th here. William Michael Burr going to be out front. 85 is Scott Smith looking on the inside of Pollitt. Jeremy Ogle still running second here. James Simmons running in fifth. Michael Burr. Racing hard, the 5B and the 78 of Jeremy Hogle here, racing hard. And 11 laps left to go, almost 10. Now 10 laps left to go. 10 laps left in the history books here in the Hornet feature at Brownstown Speedway. Jeremy Ogle, the 5B of Brian Pollitt, still racing neck and neck for the second place. Jeremy Shimwell, Scott Smith also battling. Eight laps left to go here. And the lineup is shaking up a bit. It's now going to be the 5B of Brian Paula in second. And third, the 72 of Jeremy Shimwell. Scott Smith running fourth. And the 78 of Jeremy Ogle running fifth. Three laps to go. Two now. As Michael Burr keeps the lead. White flag in the air one last time around Brownstown for Michael Burr in the 20 machine. Tyler Blythe losing the wheel again, but that doesn't matter because it's all over in the 20 machine of Michael Burr will pick up the feature win in the Hornet division. In second place will be the 72 of Jeremy Shimwell. And third, the 85S of Scott Smith. And the 5B of Brian Pollock in around fourth. And the 87 of James Simmons in fifth. And that will be it here for Race Fan Media here at Brownstown Speedway.